Good evening and welcome to Tuesday Oil Chats with Tia. That's me, Tia the Oil Lady. I'm a aromatherapist and doTERRA wellness advocate with a passion for demystifying aromatherapy and making essential oils accessible to everybody. So tonight's subject, we are going to talk about essential oils and the brain and just how the oils interact, give you some great ideas on what sort of oils to use and that type of thing. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Now, I'm going to, first off, though, take you on a little bit of a tour of two websites and share a special offer. So just deciding which way to do it. So I might just firstly talk about the class quickly. So when I do classes at the moment, each class has an optional class pack that comes with it. Okay, so today's class pack is a whole pile of information on essential oils and the brain. So you've got a quick reference guide, and we're going to quickly go through these a little bit later. And then you've got it's a 4-page handout, essential oils and the brain for children, as well as essential oils and the brains for adults, because yes, we are the same, but we are different. So there's that one. Now, you'll notice that both of them have pictures of feet and things. So I'm also going to throw in the reflexology chart for you as well. And again, we will cover that a little bit later in the class. Now, there will be a couple of oils. So a roller bottle and an oil option that I will talk about as we go through the class that go with the class pack. And today's class pack is $30, and that's posted to you with the information sheets and the roller and the oil. Okay, so I'll tell you about a little bit more about that one in as we go along. Now, why I brought that one up is because every month for the time being, probably till about June, we'll see how we go. Every month, I'm actually giving away one of these. Okay, this beautiful box here from the New Zealand, where is it? The New Zealand Soap and Candle Co. Okay, now this is a do-it-yourself soap pack. Everything is in here. So today I finally opened the boxes. I've got them sitting on the shelf there. I've already given one away in January, but today I opened them and wow, they are awesome. So they have in them, I'm going to have to open it up here for you. Okay, so when you open it, the first thing that you've got, of course, is your instructions. So it tells you what to do. Okay, there are fragrant oils. Now, we don't use fragrant oils, but you know what? If the kids are playing with the soaps and want to have a bit of a go, you've got some fragrant ones there. The difference between fragrant and essential is a whole nother story. But if you're on here, that means that you have an interest in essential oils, and there's a fair chance you've actually got some essential oils. So you've got the oils that you need to do that. Now, you've also got the sticks. You've got 1 kilo of a melt and pour thing, and you've got the molds as well. So this one is the unicorn one. So of course the molds look like unicorns, and then there is some colored bits and everything in there. So that pack, oh, and there's some more stuff too. There's some, what's that one? Oh, bio-friendly glitter. So you've got quite a few things in that pack ready to make your own soaps. And according to the instructions to the box, there is enough ingredients in there to make 12 soaps. Now, I do have a couple of spares, so if anyone's actually interested in purchasing one, just let me know and I can organise that for you. Otherwise, how do you get one this month? So you purchase the class information pack, the class pack, okay? If you already are within my team, then do an LRP order and I'll put you in the draw for it. And if you're not in my team yet, then open your own wholesale account, especially at the moment when they are 20% off the wholesale price. So the price for a starter kit is phenomenal, which leads me to the website where actually, I've put we're going to go to this website and have a look at just what is available, because there are some amazing things available. Where are we? The Oil Hut. That's the one we want to go to. Okay, so we want to go to the oilhut.com. Now, you can explore. Let me just make sure you can see it. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay, so you can explore the entire site, or where it says here, well, not there. Well, you can do that too. Haven't quite got up to that yet, but it's an option. Okay, when you get to here, you can jump straight in here. Okay, jump in here and open your own wholesale account. You can actually click on that. It will take you straight to the form, fill it out, and all your kit options are there. But if you want to check out the specials, okay, these are the specials, and this is the bit that I'm excited about, because they are this one here, 20% off the kids collection, as well as over here, 20% off 20% off enrollment kits. Okay, let's get the pictures right. Okay, so 20% off enrollment kits. And if you go through the site, you'll actually find like all the kits. So there's like the family essentials. Here you go. You can find the kits here. Okay, you can view the kits here. Hopefully that will, yep. Oh, does that take you to that screen? No, I don't think that does. Okay, that's all right. When you're on the screen, you can go in and have a look, and there's a whole lot of information in there and the prices and things like that. So that's the oilhut.com. Jump in, have a look, scan the code up in the corner. If you do that, you'll have it on in your contacts, so you know exactly where to go. So that's that site. The other site I did want to quickly share with you before I go any further today is my other site, because my other site has heaps and heaps of classes on it for you. Okay, so not all the classes that I do live like this are on here, but you will find if you go through, first off, you've got the guidebook. So that's a great one, because I refer to the guidebook a lot. Okay, there are a few classes here from my from the YouTube channel, and then if you go into this one here, find all the classes here, except I've got a feeling that, let me just check. Okay, yep, nope, we've lost the screen. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. If we go to that one, okay. Gotta love technology. Okay, if you click on there, actually, I'll take you to the screen. We'll just take you there. So bear with me. Okay, we are going to go and have a look at some of the variety of classes that are available, because there is heaps. That's this one. Okay, so when we go through, you will find that there are heaps and heaps of classes. Now, a lot of these classes have got my live class attached to them, and they've all got heaps and heaps of information. Now, these ones, all of these ones are available for you to do at your own time, and I'm attached to them. So if you do have any questions as you go, you just ask away, and I will help you through any of with any of your queries. So that's what I wanted to show you. That one is TiaTheOilLady.com, and the other one is the Oil Hut. So Tia the Oil Lady for any classes and information, and same on Facebook, and the oilhut.com for sales if you want to find out more about getting the oils. The oilhut.com is where you'll find the blog, and today's blog is all about lemon eucalyptus. So there's some really cool information in there on using some of your citrusy oils. So to class, let's have a look and see what we've got. So, like I said, today we're going to talk about essential oils and the brain, because essential oils are amazing. They actually get straight into the processes within the body. On here, if you like big words and the science behind it all, this one explains it. Essential oils effects in the brain, supports healthy brain function. It is neuroprotective. It penetrates the bilipid cellular membrane. Sesquiterpenes able to surpass the blood-brain barrier and inhibit virus and bacteria growth and support dendritic growth and function. So, like I said, phenomenal stuff that they do. Your memory, your mind, your brain, like smell is one of the most powerful memory joggers that you've got. You know, you'll smell something and you're back at grandma's, or you'll smell something and you're in a situation, a place you remember. You know, if you've been on holidays, I'm sure you remember what Bali smells like, or Disneyland, or you know, the different places that just have that total sensory effect on you. And that's because your olfactory system is literally directly up your nose, and that's the gateway to your brain. Okay, so with your oils, they actually can bypass the frontal lobe, which is this part here, and access all the information in the back of the brain. And as far as different parts of your body function go, same story. It gets straight into all those processes that are connected, all those neuro pathways that are connected with your brain. So it is quite fascinating and works on children as well as adults. Okay, so there are three white, God, I can't even count. There are three, I can, I just, my little finger got in the way. There are three ways that we can use our oils, and all three of these will affect our memory and our brain, or work with those. Okay, so the first way, of course, is to breathe it in. So put it in a diffuser, put it on your hand, smell it. They are putting it out there aromatically and breathing it in and smelling it. You know, a drop in the car, like I put a drop of citrus in the car so that I can smell it, and it's like wake up and, you know, more alert. It does that for me. So that one gets straight in there. So it's a beautiful one. Like if I've been out all morning or all day and I'm still driving home of a night time, is to put a drop of orange or peppermint, because peppermint's another one that works as a big wake up. So there are a couple that you can use aromatically. You can also use them topically. So you can put like a drop of peppermint here, for example. That will help with headaches, and it will help with focus and things like that. Some really nice places to put them topically are on the occipital point, okay, which I've probably pronounced that wrong, but you guys all know what I mean. And that's that area at the back of the head here, and also the neck pulse point. So just here is another nice one, okay, can't get my fingers straight there, okay, is to put them there. So there, or on the occipital, which is that, you know, that dint in the back of the neck there. You can sort of feel it at the base of the skull, okay, and on your feet. And I'm not going to put my feet up to show you. The reflexology points for the brain are literally at the tip of your big toe. Okay, so underneath your toe, but that part of your toe, if you can see that. Okay, so that's another really nice place to put it, especially if you've got sensory issues, because if you put it there, you're not smelling it, but I guarantee it's getting into your system just as quick. Okay, now I just remembered. Okay, if you do have any comments, pop them in the comments, because I can see them on here. So if you've got any questions, please pop them there. Or just say hello, so I know that there's somebody watching. Would be nice, because I haven't got my other computer with me today to see. Okay, now by applying them topically, it promotes healthy circulation. It absorbs immediately into the skin and the blood. It supports cellular energy and oxygenation of the cells. It penetrates the tissues and soothes muscles and joints. So great to use them topically. The third way is you can use them internally. It's it's one of those things that has had its controversy over the years. Like when I first learnt it, you didn't take them at all. Now, knowing how good doTERRA are and the quality of them, I'm really comfortable putting lemon in my water. Actually, today in my water, and I do have my water bottle, in my water, I've got green mandarin. So I really like that one. And that one's great for a little bit of inflammation, things like that. So by putting them into things like your drink or under your tongue, you can put a couple of oils. You know, I've got a friend who uses a drop of copiaba every time she starts to get shakes from her MS. So she puts a drop of copiaba under her tongue and finds that that helps. A drop of frankincense is really good for the whole cellular thing. It's a whole another class in itself, pretty much. And one day we will get to that one. Now, by putting your oils in that way, they can help aid digestion, they can support healthy cleansing, they can purify and detoxify body systems, support organs and intestinal health, influence brain health, positively affect the nervous system, and deliver powerful antioxidants. Now, I don't take too many orally. I do put 1 or 2 drops into my water bottle each day. And the other way that I take them is I actually take them in some ready-made capsules or soft gels. So this one is the Ddr Prime, and this one has frankincense and a whole pile of other ones in it. So I take this one for quite a few reasons. The oil itself, you can buy the oil Ddr Prime, but for me, I just take one every day, and I find that quite simple. Yes? No, I don't know where your lunchbox is, and I'm in the middle of class. Okay. She needs to be using her oils. All right. So some of the things that we do need to look for when we're using our oils is the quality of the oils, because it really is important. You know, if I say something about how frankincense will do this and how it gets straight into that spinal thing and whatever, then if you want to experience that, then you need to know that the oil you're using is phenomenal, like the oils that I use. Okay, so pretty much I use doTERRA. Okay, so you're after purity, you're after potency, you're after testing. They are probably the 3 major things you are looking for. But for me, it's also then about how they look after the suppliers and the farmers and the whole food chain around it, the charitable aspect of the company as well. So the co-impact sourcing, the Healing Hands Foundation, just the way they do give back, and the way that they don't just go in and go, I need and take. They go, I need, how can we do this on a sustainable, in a sustainable way, so that we all have a business and growth available. So it's kind of some of the reasons that I use the doTERRA ones, because there's a lot of information on those things. So I do look for those. Okay, now essential oils and the brain. There are heaps and heaps of different ways that we can use them that affect the brain. So things like worry and anxiety. Okay, I'm going to open both these sheets up because they both cover very similar things. So I'm just going to sort of have a bit of a look. So worry and anxiety, you know, kids are back at school. The world is the world at the moment. So I know that worry and anxiety are fairly high in priorities. Well, not in priorities, but a lot of people are dealing with them. So when we're looking at options for our health and the way that we look after ourselves, our self-care, then yeah, oils that do lessen anxiety and stuff are the ones that we're looking for. So there are heaps and heaps of oils that do it. So on this particular list, it says, you know, that emotions, worried, overwhelmed, fear, insecure, distressed, tense, restless, nervous, temperamental, they're all the issues that we're looking at. And there is like basil, cedarwood, chamomile, cilantro, all your citrus oils, clary sage, copiaba, frankincense, lavender. That's only half the list. Like there's heaps of oils that work with worry and anxiety. Now, the beauty of having a list with quite a few in it means that If you're only just starting out, say you've just got the family essentials kit, okay, then you've got lavender, you've got peppermint, you've got orange, because if you've joined my team, I send you the orange, lemon, peppermint, tea tree. So you've got a few. Looking through that particular list, you've got frankincense, you've got lavender, you've got orange, you've got lemon. So you've got 4 out of that list already, okay, just with the Family Essentials kit. So whilst you may not have the other 20 that are on that list, it doesn't matter. You've got 4, which is a place to start, okay? So that, to me, is one of the beauties of the kits. But you know what? If you've bought the Emotional Wellness kit, you've got Balance, you've got Restful Blend, you've got the Lavender Piece. So you've got 2 of the actually you've got 3 of the blends in the Emotional Wellness kit that work with worry and anxiety as well. So you don't have to have them all, but if you've got 1 or 2 of them, then you're on the right path and you've got somewhere to start. Okay, so you can put them in a diffuser, you can pop them in a roller bottle, and if you do it in a roller bottle, so that's just one of these ones, right? If you pop it in a roller bottle, then you do need to add a fractionated coconut oil, especially if you're using it for the kids. Okay, that one is a 5 ml bottle, so I would start with 5 drops of oil. So if I'm just doing the grounding oil, the balance, then I would put 5 drops in there. Okay, for an adult, I could put up to 10, but start with 5 is a nice place, because if you put the grounding oil in, for example, and you kind of find it a bit heavy, you don't really like the smell, you know that you can add a couple of drops of orange to it and you're still going to be within the safe realm of dilution for the oil. Now, for the kids, 5 is fine. Okay, don't add too much more. So if you want, start with 3 and then build it up and go to sort of 5, 10 absolute max. Probably I would only aim for 10 if it was like a teenager. Literally, I work with 5 drops in that bottle. In a 10 ml bottle, I put 10 drops. In a 5 ml, I put 5. Okay, so that's one way to do it. And then when you do that, you can back of the neck, okay, pulse points, reflex points as needed, reflexology points on the feet that we talked about. You can diffuse it. If you're using things like lemon, then you can pop a drop in your water and that will help with that whole anxiety and worry process that's going on. Stress is another one. Okay, now for adults, there is quite a bit of information on using your oils if you are stressed and ways of reducing that. So that's handy to know. Again, you've got quite a few different oils in there. Now, again, if you've just got the Family Essentials kit, then you've already got your citrus oils, you've got frankincense, you've got lavender, you've got lemon. So you've got a handful of oils in there that work with that one. Also, if you prefer the blends, now the blends are ones that are already pre-mixed. Okay, so there's already like 6, 7 different essential oils in that blend for a specific purpose. So you've got your balance, okay, your grounding blend, that's a beautiful one. And the other one in this one is your calming blend. So that's your adaptive. And you've also got your invigorating blend. So that's elevation. So you've got sort of a couple of the oils. Again, those 3 are in the Emotional Wellness Kit. So it doesn't matter which way you go, whether you go like the Emotional Wellness or if you go the Family Essentials, you're going to have something on hand that's going to help you with stress. Okay, diffuser, roll it. For stress, another great way is to then have your roller and just do this, like just open your roller up, okay, roll it on your hand, okay, and just sit there and breathe it in for a minute, okay. Sometimes just the doing that is enough to sort of calm you down, but smelling the oils will definitely get in there and help calm you down as well. So And that was one of my favorites. This is In Tune. I love that one. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Okay, now it does talk about on the adult sheet, the next one, it talks about addictions, okay, because they are something that's happening in the brain. So there is some ways there of clearing some of those. And in the children's one, it talks more about healthy habits and the emotions attached to that. So there is, again, some great info there. Now, head injury and brain cell activity. Okay, for the kids, if they're distracted, irritable, lost, uneasy, wary, tired, drained, and for adults with the injury, because they're we'll do the kids first. So the brain cell activity, okay, the cellular complex, which is this one, that's your Ddr Prime, and that's why I love the Ddr Prime. Now that one, like I said, it comes in a capsule. Now Tanya used to grab one capsule a day, and she would pierce the capsule and squeeze it up her son's spine and then just rub it straight up his spine every day before he went to school, and found that one really, really effective. Another way, I often make up rollers with Ddr Prime because, like I said, it does come in an oil form. Okay, so Ddr Prime, frankincense, and a drop of copiaba, and I just pop that into a roller, and same story, just roll it up the child's spine or even the back of the neck. Now, if they're adverse to the smell of it, then use the Reflexology Point on their feet. Okay, now, can you see that dark blue line down the side there? Okay, you can see it sort of, I can't. Okay, let me do it this way. That line there and that line there, that's the spine. Okay, so you can put it straight down the side of their feet and put their shoes and socks on before they go to school, and that will still then give them the same benefit as rolling it straight up their spine. So it just depends on the child and what they're comfortable allowing you to do. Because, always ask them. Well, mind you, every now and then I do the motivate on my daughter's feet as a way to wake her up. But when you're doing ones before they go to school, they've got to be comfortable with it. So either on the feet or on their back is a great way. And with that, you can put it onto the reflex points. You can, actually, that's what it says for brain cell activity. It talks a lot about that. So this spot here is really good. And again, like I said, straight up and down the spine, which brings me to the oils that come with today's class pack. Now, Ddr Prime comes in a bigger bottle from the States. I had a bigger bottle and I have decanted it into some 5 ml bottles. Now, I've only got 3 of these available, but you have literally 5 mils of Ddr Prime. That is 100 drops. So that's going to last you quite a while. So I'm going to put that for the $30 class pack with all the information. You'll get a bottle of Ddr Prime and you will get a roller bottle. Okay, now with that, you've got plenty of this one. You can put that in a roller for the child to take, or you can even just put it like straight on your finger and rub it onto the back of their neck each day. So you get that. Now, into this, I am going to put a drop of frankincense and a drop of copiaba. Okay, so you've got that. You just need to add your Ddr Prime when you get it and your fractionated coconut oil, and you've got a really good blend for the kids, for brain activity, for brain cell activity, for memory, for just all sorts of things. So yeah, that's the class pack. So you will get these 2 plus all the information sheets. Okay. Now, back to head injury in adults, because that's sort of on the same bit as that brain cell activity. It does talk about very similar oils. So arborvitae is one of the oils that it talks about: basil, frankincense, helichrysum, rose. Also, the anti-aging blend. Now, they talked about the anti-aging blend in the kids one as well, that you can use that. Now, the anti-aging blend is the Cellular. Now, Cellular is a blend of sandalwood, helichrysum, frankincense, myrrh. It's got a lot of really expensive, harder to get oils in it that are phenomenal for breaking through that brain barrier. So that's another option that you can use as well. Now, I love the Cellular Bell, and being a doTERRA wellness advocate, having my own wholesale account, every now and then they do an offer on that one. So that's one to look out for, because it's just makes it a little bit more affordable. If you are serious about it, it is a good blend, and it is cheaper to buy it as the blend than to buy all the individual pieces. So yeah, anyway, that's something, if you've got any questions about that one, that I can talk to you about at a later date. Anyway, head injury, loss of consciousness, head pain, throbbing, shift in mood, personality, damage to the tissue, primary brain areas affected, neuronal communication. So there's a lot of things here that you can use your oils for health of the brain. So helichrysum is brilliant. So for bleeding, for inflammation, you can apply 1 drop to the injury site and to the brain points on the bottom of the feet, and that will help with the healing. Frankincense for inflammation, cell protection, pain, again, 1 drop. And with frankincense, you can put 1 drop under your tongue if you like. Anyway, like I said, all the information is on these sheets. So anyone that wants the sheets, just let me know and I'll get them out to you. Okay, memory and learning. Now the kids are back at school. This is the big one. Okay, so it talks about a heap of oils again. So it doesn't matter what kit you have, you will have something ready to go. Okay, that will help you with, I'm going to have to work on this screen. It's really starting to bug me. I can't see my hands. I need to see my hands when I talk, because I talk with my hands. Anyway, memory and learning. So if the kids are feeling a bit emotional, forgetful, spacey, unfocused, frustrated, ditzy, inadequate, helpless, bored, failing, lost, stuck, same pretty much for the adults, difficulty remembering details, instructions, what else has it got there? Hippocampus, speech, memory, speech and memory challenges. So any of those things that are actually about your day-to-day functioning with your memory and learning, your essential oils are amazing. And again, there's massive lists here of oils that you can use. And basically, rollers, again, are brilliant. And doTERRA actually have a couple that are quite specific for that purpose. So the Intune is really good. That's your focus blend. Now this one, I use this one quite regularly, and I basically use it as my perfume each day. So I roll it here and I roll it here, and I find that just helps me get through my day. Okay, for the kids, this blend is the equivalent. This is the Thinker. So again, it's the focus blend. So this one is diluted more, so it's safe for the kids. Okay, so those two are very similar. They're a little bit different. So really, we can, as adults, can use either, and the kids can use either. This one, if I was using that one for the kids, I would dilute it a little bit further. In fact, for myself, I've actually diluted it because this one is actually undiluted. So I've now started using 50. I've halved it into 2 bottles, and I've filled them both with fractionated coconut oil, and I've been using that. So for the kids, you could even do like a smaller, like about 1/4 at least. Or you've got Thinker, which is already diluted and ready to go, and either can use that one. So that one is a really nice one to use as well. Now, suggested usage. Again, brain points. So here, base of the big toe, occipital point, very similar areas. So it just depends what you are treating. Now, with the oils, remember I said how there's I'll show you how there are massive lists of oils that you can use. Okay, now with that, if you are using oils for memory, okay, and you've used a few of those, and they're doing okay, but not quite hitting the mark, then look at those oils specifically. Or if you're finding that the memory is, the kids aren't focused because they are worrying too much. Where's my worry? Over here. Then pick an oil that's on here that's not over there and add that oil to your blend, okay? Because that might be the key one that makes the difference, because it's going to approach it from a slightly different angle. So that one is a good, just a little tip for you. Okay, here is something that I like. I like to be very positive, or try to be very positive. So there are some great oils there that are for positivity. And in our kids, it's so easy for them to get dragged down and worried about everything. And, at the moment with the news all the time and whatever, the world weighs pretty heavy on their shoulders. So we do need them to have that bit of confidence and to feel a bit more positive. So your joyful blend, your citrus bliss, your invigorated, any of your citrus oils, they're all phenomenal. Frankincense again is here. Frankincense is an amazing oil, especially when it comes to anything to do with body processes and especially the brain. So thankfully, frankincense comes in the Family Essentials kit. It comes in quite a few of your kits. So it is a good one. So there are plenty there. And this one's nice. Cooperation. Okay, if you're finding that the kids aren't cooperating, in the diffuser, in the house, is a really good one for that one. Or, if they constantly fight in the car on the way to school, then, I'd be looking at maybe some balance in the car would be a good one. Okay, there are some great recipes at the bottom of that sheet. You'll see there you've got your Behave blend, the nap time, happy baby, cheerful chores. That one would be good, hey? And homework help. So you've got quite a few recipes on that one. And on the back of the adults one, you've got some ideas for hyper, impatient, agitated, just some oils that can help calm for that. And also at the bottom there, attention and concentration. Okay, there are some things that are just going to bore you to tears, and hopefully I'm not one of them. But if your child does if you struggle with attention and concentration, then again there are some beautiful oils. Focus blend again, In Tune is one of the ones mentioned there, so that's a beautiful one. And lemon again. So I like the lemon in my water bottle, and it does a lot of things other than just clear toxins and stuff out of your body. So that one's really handy. Okay, now this sheet here that I mentioned, this one talks about application methods and ways to do it. But instead of going through the different headings and giving you options, this one is actually like a cheat sheet. So you can see there, I'll just read some from the back. So on the back, for example, it says memory. And straight away, clary, sage, clove, frankincense, lemon, neroli, peppermint, rosemary, or if you've got focus or the inspiring blend, you're ready to go. So it's got a really quick sort of focus for some for different, not ailments in this case, emotions. There you go, for different emotions. Okay, abandoned, afraid, agitated, angry, anguished, annoyed. So there's a whole lot of different ones there, and then some oils that work with that. And like I said, the oils work amazingly because they break through that blood-brain barrier. They get straight to the brain. Now, I've talked about this one quite a lot, about how the olfactory system works, which is that crossover between the blood and the brain, but it's also that memory trigger. So when we go into fight and flight mode, or go into an exam, or we get that whole nervous thing happening, what happens in our physical body is this part of the brain here, the frontal lobe, actually goes into shock. Okay, so when it's not working properly, we find we can't access all the information at the back, and all your responses, all your information, everything is stored at the back of the brain. So you need to access that to function, to do stuff, to remember what to do, to assimilate, to deal with your emotions. You need to have access to all the information in that back part of your brain. Now, the issue is if this part has gone into shock or is just, I don't know, how do you explain it? On strike? You know, if you're stressed, you're heartbroken, like when those sort of things happen, this is the bit that just shuts down. Okay, if it's shut down, gone on strike, whatever, then accessing this is going to take so much longer. And that's where your oils come in phenomenally handy, because even just this straight away just wakes this bit up or says, you know what, you do what you've got to do, but it accesses all that stuff in the back of your head, and that's the stuff that you need. Anyway, hopefully that has given you quite a few different ideas for today. And like I said, if you are interested, all these sheets, these are all 4 of these ones about the brain and the kids and things. Those 4 sheets, as well as a 5ml Ddr Prime and a roller bottle, are yours for $30. I will put the PayPal thing up there in the comments, and if you want that, you just let me know and I will have that out to you in the post as soon as possible. Not sure what we're going to talk about next week, but I will be here on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. If you do have any questions, please pop them in the comments. If there is a specific topic that you would like me to cover, please pop that in the comments or send me a message. It's fine, I don't mind. I won't use names if it's of a sensitive nature, but quite happy to answer or run a class on any particular subject that you're after. So thank you for tuning in. Please say hi, hashtag replay, that whole thing, whatever, or just watch it. I really don't mind. But if you do have any questions, please send me a message or pop them in the comments, and I'm happy to help. Righto, see you next week. Bye. Oh, don't forget, kits, 20% off. Awesome. This is February 2022, and they've got the kits for the whole of the month. I thought it would only be for 2 weeks, but it's the whole of the month. So grab yourself a wholesale kit. Do it through theoilhut.com, and that way you'll sort of get assigned to me, and I'll be able to look after you and make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. Righto. See you later. Bye.